Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Metro Trainer here. What's up? So today there was a new Nintendo Direct out there released. Sadly, I couldn't watch it live or whatever since I had to go to work an hour before the Direct and I just didn't have an opportunity to even watch it. But I've been good to kind of stay away from Twitter, from YouTube, from whatever out there to try to avoid as much spoilers as I can. All I heard is that there is a trailer and I thought it'd be pretty cool to record myself reacting to it. First time viewing it. I'm excited because it's been like what 9 or so months since like the last trailer, so I'm excited to see what new things are going to be added in and all that. And yeah, oh, and also green screen. I'm so happy with that, so I can actually like have more focus on the actual video. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, then there we go. Oh, 8 hours ago. This is going to be so fun to watch. Of course, well, actually, hold on. Just had to make sure that the quality of the video wasn't like 144p. Oh, but the planet looks really beautiful so far. Really beautiful, wow. It's like a mix of like Talon 4 and like Elysium. Elysium? Oh, she has a purple and that crystal on her face. That's interesting.
This is the unknown planet Viewros.
Viewros. Oh, it's
Here, Samus finds
amazing.
A jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
Alright. Getting a lot of Talon 4 vibes.
And escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to.
Oh, a new species, like
other relics to carve.
Ancient Lemurian sculpture carved from a single stone. Lemorn? Lemorn? Another advanced psychic species like the Chozo, Luminoth, Almix, possibly the Reptilicus. That's cool. Oh.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path.
I love seeing her hand right there. It's actually really dope. But of course, scans, beetle variant nests. I wonder what that charge beam is. It's purple and glowing, so it's
Not alone though. Abhorrent alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
looks like a mix between like a xenomorph and like a predator from like, you know, Alien and Predator. Looks like a death root, kind of. Or deathweed, I forget those, like the weird plant creatures.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers.
Was this like the Aeon abilities?
Psychic abilities.
Psychic abilities, I mean.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Alright, that sounds dope.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of
Oh, that's awesome!
the power of her mind.
What does that remind me of?
Why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Chosen one. They have an alien language. It looks like motion controls if it's gonna be that precise with the movement.
Be her fate
And then Metroid.
to Viewros.
Was that a Metroid? It was like an Alpha Metroid or something.
And time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Okay, space and time. So a lot of people talking about time travel is a thing. Chosen one. Okay, there's more. Okay. That's red and black. Oh, that looks so sick. It's like the light suit. It looks like the light suit, but with like the colors of like the Phazon suit. Oh, that looks so clean. What kind of suit is that? That looks actually amazing with the black inlining and all that. That's a big coincidence. Hold on, I want to go back to that Metroid thing again. That's a Metroid core, right? Like a Metroid membrane. Is it the plant's membrane? Because it looks kind of similar. Carvex. That's a lot to absorb already. New planet, okay, that's really dope. A new ancient alien species that honestly follows the trend of like ancient aliens, highly advanced psychic species, again, like the Luminoth, Almix, Chozo, of course. They have the actual own language so far too. I hope we actually get like a decent amount of them talking so we be able to get like an actual language. Looking back on it, those characters or aliens kind of look like the psychic alien species, except more animalistic and feral. They have the two sets of arms and the frills. Maybe this could be like the same species, just kind of feral or whatever. Could be similar to like in Metroid Prime 3 and Bion, right? There was like two factions of like that reptile species. Was it Bion? No, it wasn't Bion. It wasn't Norin. It wasn't Bion. How can I forget the name of the planet? Brio. Like in the planet of Brio, where there was like two factions of like aliens that kind of went against each other. One was more scientific and advanced. One was more spiritual and traditional. And they went out wars and killed off all the science guys and kind of became feral as the society kind of regressed to the more primitive mindset that they had. Could be something like that, which would be an interesting plot point. Either that or they're just mutated. Yeah, they kind of look similar to like the savage alien species from a second ago. The frills and the multiple arms. Although now that I say that, the whole idea of there being possible time travel in this game, what if these are the same species, except one came from the future to the past, and one is just the representation of how that species was in the past? That could be interesting. So I'm assuming somehow that stone she gets like gives her access to these psychic powers. I'm assuming it's kind of like Aeon abilities where you have like a charged system, like a charged amount of energy you can use with them. You can use them for like psychokinetic movements, opening doors.
And open doors. Allow her to control the trajectory of
that triple shot. It's weird that the first thing I think of is like if you played Harry Potter on the PS2, Prisoner of Azkaban, right? Yeah, it's like the Patronus charm where you can like shoot it and like you can aim it and all that.
with the power of her mind.
That'll definitely be really useful if you're going up against like a horde of enemies.
Bestowed upon Sam.
I love this design. Like you can see them having like two sets of arms. And the planet looks really luscious. It looks really cool. Very tropical, lots of flowers and vines.
Being summoned to Viewros.
I keep on going back to that Metroid moment, but like, could that possibly be like a Metroid mutating to like an SR3D8 variant of its own form? I really wish I made that video of my like wish list before this trailer. Like, if I just had like 2 or 3 more days, I would have had it done. But this is exactly what I brought up. Like, I wanted to see a new faction, which is now like this new alien species. Metroid's having their own like more Metroid mutations, basically, which obviously was going to happen. The Space Pirates have access to a Metroid because of Silex, but it's confirmed. There's voice acting. All I'm really missing now is just maybe seeing a couple more Space Pirates. Oh, and the weaponry. Like, we got a new form of weaponry. I don't know if it's going to be like, you know, like Prime 3 where you get one beam weapon that stacks on top of each other. I hope that doesn't happen. I'd rather have like an option or a variety of different weapons you can choose from. But so far, this is looking pretty good. And the whole space and time thing. Like, I know it's like a lot of people speculated it. I believe the producer mentioned wanting to do a story about time travel. A lot of people have been talking about like black holes and how you can do time travel through the singularity point or whatever. Honestly, I don't have a lot of opinion about the black hole thing because I don't know much about black holes other than just condensed gravity or whatever. I don't know if the story so far alludes to, like big time travel, or this just going to be like small time travel mechanics, like moving something in the future or past from your certain points, similar to like in Prime 2, how you can move things between dark and light aether to affect the other version of itself. Indindina. The idea of Samus being the chosen one is honestly pretty cool too. It's definitely not the first time it's happened, because like, I think she was seen as the chosen one during Prime 1, because the chosen have like future sight and foresaw like a great hero coming to save their planet from like the Metroid Prime. And obviously these guys are definitely psychics, so they more than likely have some sort of future sight, so they definitely have seen like this happening. Although if this is like time travel, maybe they physically seen it through time travel and have come back to the past only to help kickstart like the events that would save them in the future. That's kind of confusing. Time travel is confusing, but I'm excited. I am excited. I want to see that suit again. This got to be like a, what, like a fast travel teleportation device maybe, or like an equivalent of like the elevators that take you from one point to another in Prime. One more time, one more bit.
She explores the planet. Samus is
I love the purple in her suit. Orange and purple honestly kind of go pretty well. Kind of gives me like Halloween vibes, and I love Halloween. It's like a jack-o'-lantern that's kind of like imbued with spooky magic.
And open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
It has to be like motion control, right? Like being able to like kind of waggle the Joy-Con a bit, like up and down to control it. I wonder what that ship is, honestly. I mean, with how square and blocky it is, it could be a Galactic Federation ship. I mean, if it was more jagged and angular, I would say Space Pirates, but that's just how, I don't know. It's not any details, no logos on it to kind of definitively say Galactic Federation. I don't even know if it's a ship. It kind of looks like a robot, like those two arms right there. You can't even see my mouse cursor. There's two legs down here. Maybe, potentially.
Her fate after being summoned to Viewros. The threads intertwining beyond space.
I get Flargro vibes from that.
are beginning to weave
Carvex.
a new tale.
Also, it's good to know it's coming out in 2025. That's amazing. It's good to finally know it's not going to be delayed. I was low-key kind of afraid with the new trailer they'll be like 2026, late 2027. Oh, those boots look so good too. I can't even think what this suit could be used for. Like, it's definitely not the Gravity of Varia suit, and I can't think of another like effect or ability that a suit could have, unless it gives her the ability to go through like time rifts without any damage or without losing any upgrades or whatever. Which would kind of make it like this game's version of like the Dark and Light suit. You can't go through Dark Aether without this specific suit, and it just helps you survive. Maybe the suit just helps you go between time rifts so you don't have to like risk damaging yourself or resetting back to a previous point without items. Maybe, potentially. Or that, or just enhances the psychic abilities even more, which would be really cool. But whatever it does, they really, really cooked with that design. It's so sleek. Like, I thought the Dread suit would be like my favorite suit, but this already is kind of contending for it to be one of my favorite suits, because that looks so sick. I love that. Oh boy. But yeah, that's, I don't know what to say, honestly. That's exciting. I don't know how, I don't even know how to explain how I'm feeling. I'm just kind of overwhelmed by like hype. That was amazing. The gameplay looks really cool. Unique psychic abilities, the unique new species, a new suit. The world looks amazing. The boss fight, like, I think that was a boss fight with that plant thing because it had a health bar and name on it. Looks interesting so far. More than likely, like a very early stage boss. More than likely. I'm surprised we didn't see any space pirates or any details about Silex or anything like that. Which means he might not be like an overall constant threat. Maybe he's just there to get Samus onto the planet. She has to do something on the planet, and then he swoops in last second. Similar to like Ridley from like Prime 1. He was always like a looming threat throughout the game, but he wasn't really antagonistic until like the end of it. But there's still so much we don't know about the possible story, so maybe he's the reason why like this weird time travel thing is happening on this planet or whatever, or this new species. I forget what their name is already. Lemorn. Maybe like he's the reason why the Lemorn are like in dire need of help or whatever. But yeah. I obviously might be making like an actual like in-depth analysis of this video. Like this is just my first time reactions, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed with a lot of new things that were just been introduced so far. So I definitely need some time to really like get my thoughts sorted out and all that. But as far as it is right now, this looks amazing. Like I always knew Retro Studios would probably do pretty well making this game, but my expectations are already blown out of the water. I didn't even know what to expect, but this is already more than I would have thought. So I'm happy. That's cool. And of course, I do want to know what you guys think. Hold on. Like, did you guys like the trailer? Of course you guys did. Like, it's an amazing Metroid Prime 4 trailer. We're all Metroid fans here. Like, it probably checked off all the boxes we were waiting for and expecting, and probably some more. But yeah, if there's any details you guys noticed or whatever, or any kind of speculation or ideas that you got through the trailer, I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Yeah. Oh, that suit looks so amazing. But I'm the Metroid Trainer. I hope you like, favorite, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and stick around for next time, because more Metroid Prime 4 content on the way. There's already a lot I want to talk about. The new species, the new weapon, the new suit, the new everything. But first you gotta do this reaction. Alright then, well, see you next time, guys.